Indeed, I am highly favored. I live to dominate. I live to influence my world. Today, how has your week been? Let me know where you are joining me from. Tell me how your week has been. My name is Holy Apene Amwaku. I am a personal branding expert. I help you to communicate value in order to attract value. Today, I want to talk on the topic, how to connect with strangers in the online space. I started dealing with a topic on what you should be doing before sending friend requests or accepting friend requests. And I have mentioned a couple of things. One of the things I said was that go through that person's timeline, the one you want to send friend requests to, the one you want to accept friend requests from. First of all, go through the person's timeline to have an idea of who that person is, to have a glimpse of the person behind that account, the name you have seen, the profile picture you have seen, though some people try to hide their profile picture, but hey, a majority of people, most people think that being faceless is what will give them I don't know what they actually derive from becoming faceless in the social media space. But hey, what I know is that a couple of people, I know people who don't accept requests from faceless people. That is one thing you need to know. I keep emphasizing that gone are the days where we were just on the streets of social media, for the fun of it. We have left there. Many people are doing amazing things in the social media space, and maybe you are not yet aware, but I know you are aware that we now live in a virtual world, and most of the things that are happening virtually, and we need to position ourselves so that we can take advantage, we can benefit from the virtual world. Though the virtual world comes with all forms of, disadvantages, but let's leverage the advantages of the virtual world. So it is important for us to position ourselves very well so that we can make the most out of social media. So I said that go through the person's timeline, have an idea of who that person is, so that you can better connect. You can connect in a responsible way. You can connect in a responsible way with that person. It is very important. And I also said that as you go through the person's timeline and probably accepted the person into your world, into your timeline, go through the person's post, have an idea of the values of that person, have an idea through the things the person has on his or her timeline, have an idea so that you can be on the same wavelength with that person. So I hope you understand. So go through the person's timeline, leave a thoughtful message on the person's post. You can, familiarize yourself with some information on the person's timeline. Get to know the person's interests, values, these things, will give you an idea. I hope you understand. I hope you are getting me. Get to know the person through the things the person has on his or her timeline. You understand? Don't be in a rush to start sending messages to people in their inbox. This brings us to the third thing I want to talk about today. That is, chat the person up in the messenger. And this one brings us to the topic, how to connect with a total stranger. It is very important for us to learn how to connect with people on social media. I have realized that a lot of people don't know how to connect with people, so they lose out on a lot of opportunities. Probably that person that just accepted your friend request is let me use the word, a destiny helper. You can achieve a whole lot from that person, but your inability to learn how to connect decently with that person will make you lose out on that opportunity, will make you lose that person. That person will just flip through your hands, will slip through your hands. I beg your pardon. I hope you understand. So it is important for us, if we really want to make the most out of our presence in the online space, it is important for us to learn how to connect with people in the messenger. This is where I see a lot of people getting it wrong. Let me tell you something that happened yesterday. I don't sleep early. I am always, in the night working, doing so many things, So I saw a notification yesterday. Actually, a friend request. I was given a notification. So I quickly, decided to check that person up, since I have a lot of people waiting to be accepted into my space. So I noticed that this person is a pastor. I've gone through the timeline just to familiarize myself with the person, and I loved what I saw on the person's timeline. So I quickly accepted this person. Then, few minutes after accepting the person showed up in my inbox, sending me messages, telling me where he is from, where he lives, and a whole lot of things. And the person said so many things, and I was initially excited to connect with the person. Then the person just ended by sending a message. The last message that got me upset was, "Can you send me your number?" And I was like, how? And this is something I see a lot of people doing, both young and old. You don't just connect with people and the first thing you are doing is asking for the person's number. It's a put off. It's a no-no. You will not get the attention of quality people if you are in the habit of, asking for people's number on social media. Most people don't just give out their numbers, their phone numbers. No. The people you see displaying their numbers, most of the time, it is their business contact that they display on social media. There's no way a responsible person will just put out his or her personal line on social media. Nobody does that. Nobody does that. So if you are in the online space, I beg of you to learn how to connect decently with people you come across with. I hope you are getting it. If you are getting value from this broadcast, please drop messages that resonate with you in the comment section. Let me know I am not talking to myself. The internet has made it very easy to get in contact with people that you would have find it very difficult connecting with. That is one advantage that the internet has given to all of us. So you can be in the corner of your room and connect with great men and women that ordinarily you wouldn't have gained access to. You wouldn't have connected with people all over the world. That is one major advantage that the internet has given to us. You can easily, through the internet, through social media, through the virtual world, reach out to influencers, role models, people you admire. In fact, the ease with which we are able to connect with people, we are able to connect, we are able to interact with people or reach out to others has actually activated a lot of indiscipline indiscipline button in so many people. Today, I have decided to just say it the way it is, because I realize that a lot of people are getting it wrong. My passion on social media is to help my audience communicate value so that they can also gain value in return. So if you have the opportunity of connecting with great men and women, learn how to be in your lane so that you can gain access. The fact that you are connected with them by way of they becoming your friends on Facebook does not mean that you have gained access to them. Connection and access are two different things. Facebook has given us the platform to connect with great men and women, but you must learn the art of gaining access to those great men and women. I have gotten a lot of opportunities. I have gained access to a lot of great men and women that ordinarily I wouldn't have, gained that access. But social media, Facebook has created the platform. So I have taken the pain to learn how to sit in the rooms of great men, how to sit on the tables of great men. There's a saying that if you know how to wash your hands very well, you will be able to eat with kings. You will be able to eat on the table of kings and queens. So there is a strategy, there's a way we should connect responsibly with the people that are passing through our way in this virtual world. You have just been accepted into someone's space, and the next thing you are asking for is the person's number. It is wrong. So a lot of people are carrying value, but because they don't know how to communicate the value they are carrying, they are not attracting value in return. But you need to attract value. You can only attract that value based on the value you communicate. Seed, time, and harvest. Like I said, the getting is in the giving. If you want to attract value, communicate it in everything that you do, and you will end up earning people's respect. Respect should be earned. I feel sad, most especially when I see young people who could gain lots of opportunities through the social media, and they are losing out because they don't want to sit down and learn. They don't want to learn it. They don't want to learn how to connect with people. That person that you are just disrespecting in the inbox can even give you a job, in case you don't know. I said this in another live broadcast where I met an elderly man in the online space, and this man right now has become like a family friend, just because I have learned to communicate decently. So if you are getting ignored, then there's something basically wrong with your style of connecting with people. If you are getting ignored in the online space, then you are not communicating anything. You are not communicating any value. You are not communicating anything that will aid you some level of respect in the online space. You understand? And I want to emphasize again that the fact that you have people in your space, you have contact, You have people, you are contacting people through friend requests. Does not mean that you have gained access to them. Gaining access to people is something you need to learn. Let me tell you. First of all, let me tell you what the things you shouldn't do. I have mentioned a lot of that. One major thing you shouldn't be doing. I have spoken a lot on that, but let me tell you few things you should not do in the messenger. Now, if you are contacting somebody in the messenger, I said this before, don't just drop hi or hello, all of those stuffs. I posted something earlier this week about that. You just come into the messenger and say good afternoon, then you are quiet. Hello, hi, beautiful, honey, sweetheart. You have said all those things and you have gone quiet without any message. You will be ignored. A lot of people will not mind you. Serious-minded people in the social media space will not mind you. If you just leave such messages without any meaning, adding any meaningful message to your hello, to your hi, to your good afternoon, to your good morning, you will be ignored. Totally. You will be ignored. It's a wrong way of connecting with people you don't know. And when people are ignored, they get angry. They think the people are being rude. No, they are not rude. They are busy people. You understand? So don't start with sweetheart and all those things. Go straight to the point. If you are reaching out to somebody, good afternoon, may I know this? Or, I'll be coming to that. I'll be coming to that. So I said it earlier, don't start with dear, honey, sweetheart, all those endearing words. Learn to connect decently. I repeat, decently. Personally, I have a problem with a lot of people, young people, even adults. I have a problem with the way they try to connect. People think that women are sex objects. So anytime they are connecting with the woman, they think the best way to connect with the woman is to use endearing words. If you are using words of endearment, sweetheart, honey, dear, on women, serious-minded women, it offends them. Maybe you don't know. People think that is the way to get their attention. No, that is the way to draw a thick wall between you and those people. Because women don't like hearing those words. Those words, sounds good in the ears of women when those words are coming from people they love. People they have some connection with. People they genuinely love. When women love, use words of endearment on them, it sounds good to them. But you don't even know the person, and you are throwing that word wrongly to the wrong person. You are just building a bridge. So don't jump into somebody's inbox to request for money. It's wrong. You don't know the person. Even if you have been in the person's list, friend list for some time, it doesn't warrant you appearing in the inbox and sharing your problems. Everybody has problems. We all have problems. So don't bring your problem on social media and start going into people's inbox and be asking for money. You are sabotaging yourself. We all know how to play victims, but people are living. You see, accord some level of respect to yourself. The fact that you have a problem, the fact that you need money, doesn't mean that you should start moving from one inbox to the other and be demanding money from people. Some people even don't care. Wherever they see people saying something that looks like they want to help, they drop a message under those posts. I need help. I need laptop. I need this. It is wrong. People are watching those things and they are seeing you like, how? Must you be everywhere asking for money? No. Find something doing, focus on it, be consistent before you realize somebody from somewhere, those watching you will reach out to you without stress, and offer to help you. They should see you doing something first now. Another thing, I think I have said this in another broadcast, that is messenger selling. Don't drop adverts in people's inbox. It is wrong. It's a put off. People, they will ignore you. If you do that, the next time you are appearing with something interesting, they will not even pay attention to you. They will not pay attention to you. So now the question is, how then do you connect with someone in the messenger? How should you connect with a total stranger, someone you are meeting for the first time, or someone who has been in your friend list for a while? How do you connect? How do you gain access to them? So I'll see you in the next broadcast.